Ben Goetz, Las Vegas Regional. Bruce, we've talked about this team being able to rise to big moments a lot over the past couple of years. I guess how surprising was it with the performance today?
Yeah, I thought we'd be better, to be honest with you. Kind of got going. It got to be 2-0. We just didn't have the urgency required early on. By the time we got to it, we're chasing the game, right? Which has happened to us lately. So a little disappointed in that. We weren't better out of the gate, but give them credit. They've been playing well. They're checking well. They're keeping the puck out of their net well. Got some timely goals tonight, so they were full value for the win.
Left side, third row.
Ken Bolke, Cinnamon Vegas, felt like the forecheck never really got going. Was there anything you felt that in that regard?
I felt they did a good job. Their goaltender handles pucks well, so that helps be more efficient and effective with it. And, they've got some D-men that can move the puck. So part of that's on us to put pucks in a better spot, play through people. I would say that was where we were not good enough early. We were allowing them to break pucks out and join and activate. And their D they were a big part of the first goal, getting a puck to the net and a deflection. The second goal, was a D, finding a loose puck, getting it back to the net. So, and some of that starts in their own end by them being able to break out and be ahead of us. So that's where we weren't good enough, and we know that's part of their game. Like that's the disappointing part. Some of the stuff we discussed before the game about Seattle, about their D being activating from the breakout, being the next layer up the ice. They're a big part of their first two goals, and that's where we could have been better to prevent those things. And listen, we didn't end up scoring, so that's a problem as well. But we don't know that at the time. We had a similar deflection. The second period hits across our post, right, and then Jack hits across. So we had some opportunities certainly, but because we were chasing it so much, they don't even matter. And if we had been better, it might have been one of those ones that ends up 1-0 a goaltender's duel. But at the end of the day, their D got involved, and credit to them.
Right side, second row.
Bruce, Tom Gallitti, NHL.com. They scored early in all three periods. How hard did that make it for you to kind of get anything generated coming out?
Well, the third one for sure, right? Like if you want to come back and win the hockey game in the third period, you can't give up a goal like that early, or at all probably, to be honest with you. You have, in that situation, if we could win the first 6 or 8 minutes and generate some offense, get a goal, you're in the game. But then it gets tough. Early in the game, I think it was probably their first chance, goes in. Good deflection, but an area that we need to be better in front of our net to clear out, give our goaltender a chance to handle that one. So, yeah, that's a problem when you give them up that early. And you can do it once probably, but not all 3 periods.
If you have a question, please raise your hand, front left.
Ryan Clark, ESPN. Bruce, you touched on it a little bit with Seattle and some of the things that they did. When you look at a game like this today, would you say a game like this is kind of what you would expect to see from them in terms of their identity, or did you see some things that were maybe different compared to what you've seen over film lately from them?
No, this is how they've been playing lately. They're locking things down, and then you just need some timely goals along the way. We like to think we play like that and we're effective, and then get the team chasing the game, and then take advantage of opportunities. So, well played by them. I'm not going to go back. We haven't seen them since opening night, so I can't tell you what happened in November, et cetera, and when they weren't going well. But I can tell you recently, this is a lot of what they look like. They're a team that relies on balanced scoring. And again, they've been better defensively. And if you are good defensively in this league, you're in every game, and you're going to win a lot of games. That's just my opinion. They've been doing a good job with it, and that's how we've been predominantly successful, just not as much recently.
Take 3 more questions for Coach, front left.
Danny Webster, Las Vegas Sun. Bruce, given the situation being in a different venue, how much do you chalk this up to just a different situation compared to the previous 2 weeks, or are there problems that you saw from tonight that have kind of crept?
Well, no, I think the previous 2 weeks there was a lot of just more goals going in with better chances. I didn't think we were leaky defensively tonight by any means. I'm not going to break down every goal, but the first one, obviously, we need a box out. The second one, it was from the outside, and the last one, we were in a puck battle there. So we were trying to get aggressive, and our forward over top, there's a battle with Gord, and ends up finding a way in. So I didn't think there was a lot of, it was like the gates were opening against us, so there's certainly parts of the game we can build on. I just don't think for this environment, and having time to prepare for this game in terms of being well rested, that we had enough intensity or urgency early. That's where we needed to be better, to take control of the game early, get to our game early, and we didn't do a good enough job of that.
Left side standing up.
Bruce, what does the result of the game and how the game was played do for your experience, as a whole for this? You've had 2 good experiences in outdoor games, so what does this do now for?
Well, this one stinks right now, Dan, because we lost, right? But when we walk away from it, we're going to have good memories from it, because we're going to end up of playing 82 games this year, and we're going to lose our share and win more than our share. I hope that's the plan, right, to do that and have a successful season. But at the end of the day, right now, when you lose it, it takes away from all the sort of the positive, vibes of going into the game. So, that's part of it. I try, you try to emphasize that what do you remember from the previous 2? I remember winning, and then leaving in a great frame of mind because of everything else that goes on around it and the win. Now, as I said, in a week from now, I think it'll be a good memory. You'll forget more about the loss if you get back to your game and start winning again. But in the moment, like I said, for me, I always feel that way after 10 minutes after a game. If you're not winning.
Last question, left side.
Historically, after Winter Classics, there's been handshake lines. Was there any reason there wasn't today?
I wasn't aware of that, to be honest. No, I don't have a good answer for that. Sorry, I didn't. Has there been? I can't even remember that. I've been part of them. Yeah. The last 4? Well, someone should have gave us a memo then. We're the visitors, so I honestly don't have a good answer for that.
Will you be able to separate the results and walk away with good memories, and if so, which ones?
Yeah, yesterday, with the family and stuff, obviously that was super nice. But you'll always remember that game as loser, right? So it's really disappointing and for our group. And we know we're a good team, but right now we're not playing our best hockey all together, and we gotta find a way to get more consistency.
Do you view today as a continuation of what's been going on, or maybe just a separate day where you ran into a hot goalie?
At the end of the day, you got to find ways to win hockey games. I think that's the goal here, and we want also not necessarily to win hockey games, but our game to be there, right? Our 5-on-5 game, our power play, PK, everything clicking, and right now we're just not clicking. Our best hockey is yet to come, I think, this year, and we got to just get back to basics, and we got to find a way to get our game going, and the results are going to come.
What's missing from your game right now, you think?
I think we got to be a little opportunistic too, not just happy to get scoring chances, but opportunistic in those situations. And I think our breakouts, as a unit of 5, needs to be better. I think we're a little sloppy there, everybody, and that's how we play a little slower game. And we're normally a fast team, so we got to start playing fast again.
They're shutting down a lot of teams lately. It's making them so difficult.
Their goalie is great, right? He made a lot of great saves early on, all along the game. He was unbelievable. I thought I was really impressed with his game. And in the D zone, they keep it simple, keep everything to the outside, kind of like what we do. And they got the first goal. They got to the interior, right? They got a tip, goal. The guys are on in front of the net, and after their Brazilian team, and they play a little bit like us in the past few years, so we got to give them credit.
Out there, I guess today. I don't know. I didn't play our best. Once you get down in those kind of games, it's tough to come back. Once we went down 2, we're kind of trying to chase it, and not your typical surroundings. So it was tough to come back. So getting behind the 8 ball was not good for us tonight, this afternoon.
Something from Seattle that maybe you hadn't seen before today?
What's that?
Did you see anything from Seattle today, anything different than you've seen from them before?
I don't think so. They're a fast team. They get small forwards that move. D jump in. Nothing we weren't expecting. Just we had our looks too. We had our chances and capitalized, but it just wasn't our day.
Any concern with what's, I guess, kind of not being able to build some momentum, you guys, with wins and stuff like that recently?
Played a lot of hockey.
Yeah.
Played the most hockey in the league, especially after going as far as we did last year. This next stretch of hockey is important for us. We have time off to practice, to get ready, to get our game a little bit more sharp. We've been all over the place these last little bit. I'm not going to use an excuse, but we have played a lot of hockey. We haven't practiced, so we'll sharpen up our game in the next couple of days here and be ready to go for the whole second half of the season.
Certainly have plenty of positive memories the last year, but this one maybe a little extra disappointment being on this stage versus a regular game.
I don't think so. Yeah, you want to win the game, but like I said yesterday, you want to enjoy the experience. I really enjoyed myself the 2 days here. The outcome is what it is. Yeah, we want to win. It was the reason, but the reason you want to win is to put 2 points in the standings. The other stuff, I really enjoyed myself.